So Sarah deposits $1,000 into an account, paying 3.8% interest, compounded continuously. What's the word that we are looking at there? What's the keyword? Compound. What's the other keyword? Continuously. What formula does that tell us to use?
Continuous formula. Yeah, that's it.
Y equals PERT. Get it? Whew, all right. Wah, wah. All right. Y equals PE to the RT. So P is 1,000. Okay. E is JK. It's a button on your calculator. All right. R is, I wrote JK. JK means just kidding for those of us technologically savvy folk. R equals 3.8%, which we write as a decimal, 0.038. T is 5 years. Okay, so we're going to say Y equals 1,000 E to the 0.038 times 5. And how do you get the E on your calculator screen? Second ln. Second ln. 0.038 times 5. If you have an old calculator, what do you have to do? Because it doesn't type like that on an older calculator. What do you have to be careful of when you type it on an old one? I think I can actually make mine look like the old ones if I change it to classic. So 1,000, hit the mode button. ln, nope, 1,000, second ln. And this is what it looks like on the old calculator. So how do you type it in on the old calculator? 0.038. We did. It just didn't hop up there. Times 5. So on the old calculator, you just have to make sure to type your exponent like that. Ta-da! All right. So we're going to say Y is approximately 1209 point. How many decimals should we have for this problem? 2. Why? Why not 3? Because it's money. Cents. Okay. So I'm going to say, what should I write?
Have blank amount of money after 5 years.
Why is it a bad?
Because we rounded. It could be 24 cents, it could be 25 cents. All right, how long will it take the account to reach 2,000? So what's the p-value? It's still 1,000. What's the e-value? Still a button on your calculator. What's the r value? Still 0.038. What's the t value? We don't know. Okay, what's the y value? 2,000. Okay, so I'm going to say 2,000 equals 1,000 e to the 0.038 t. Ooh. Well, we don't plug it in yet. We have to undo stuff to get the t by itself. So what could I undo first? Divide by 1,000, and 2,000 divided by 1,000 is 2. So I get 2 equals e to the 0.038 t. And I want to get to that exponent, so I need to get rid of the e. Yep, which is ln. ln. So I'm going to ln the left side and ln the right side. So I get ln 2 equals 0.038 d. And then I say it will take her ln2 divided by 0.038 years to have $2,000. No, that's weird. That's a weird way to answer. That is mathematically accurate, but awkward. Okay, so let's go ahead and type that in and see what it is. Someday when I have children, that's the type of parent I'm going to be. Like, I'm going to be like, your allowance for the week is ln2 divided by 0.038. If they can't tell me how much that is, they don't get their allowance.
That's what my dad does to me.
Gives you math problems?
Yeah. But like, you're like, just find out what minimum wage is.
And then that's your allowance? You make minimum wage as your allowance?
No, I do that for actual like.
Oh, okay. Like your chores. You get minimum wage for your chores?
No, for like shoveling mulch.
That's a chore. That's more
no,
than a chore?
I don't pay for my chores.
Oh, the chores are free. Your parents did it right. Good job, parents. That's good. My mom used to have a list.
Yeah.
It'd be like, this is worth this much, and this is worth this much, and you could like pick and choose what you were willing to do.
Oh no, my dad, if you're gonna do this, you can get paid or not.
Yeah. You're like, fine, I'll get paid. All right, so we will say it will take Sarah about, okay, how much time? So we're just going to go to 3 because we typically like 3. So 18.241. What are the units? Years. I plugged in ln2 divided by 0.038, 18.241. Yeah, but that's her making $1,000 of money that's not her own by earning just a very little bit at a time. So that's kind of reasonable. Yep. Without putting any more money in. Yep. You guys like where I put the period for my sentence? Box, period. I don't know why I did that, but I thought you guys would enjoy it. All right. There are 80 grams of cobalt-58, which has a half-life of 71 days. What's the key? What's the key word here? What's the key word here? What's the key word here? Half-life. Okay, so we're going to use y equals p times 1/2 to the t divided by h. Anyone in chemistry?
All of us.
What? Okay, so what does yours look like instead? Because I'm pretty sure
I don't even know.
chemistry
I'm so lost in
chemistry teachers don't do it like this. I know that.
We haven't gotten there yet. If we will get there. I don't
Well,
know.
when you get there, you can freak out your chemistry teacher and tell them that this is the formula you know, and they'll be like, "Oh, I have to adjust everything."
It's kind of frustrating.
They do that on purpose because in theory they should support each other, but maybe you're saying we should work together more. I should talk to the chemistry teacher and be like, "Yo, how can we?"
I like these as several classes.
Yeah, I need that.
All right. So P equals what? What's your starting amount? 80. Okay. 1/2 equals JK. It's 1/2. Okay. T equals. This is a teacher joke, by the way. You know, dad jokes. Teacher jokes are like just as good, right? Right? Am I right, folks? That's a knee slapper. All right, so the time, how much time are they giving you? 250 days. How long is the half-life? 71 days. All right, so we have y equals 80 times 1/2 to the 250 divided by 71. That wasn't even funny. I didn't even make it funny. All right, so I've got 80 times 1/2 to the 250 divided by 71. Look, old calculator people, folks. People, folks. This is what it looks like on your screen. I'm with you today. I'm with you. And we have
I usually get it.
6 point,
So y kind of equals that.
yep. All right, so we will say, what will we write? After 250 days.
After 250 days.
There is 6.968
Grams of cobalt 58 left.
What comes out of nuclear bombs?
Cobalt 58? What I want to know is how is cobalt 58 different from cobalt 57?
Because it has more neutrons.
Don't be so smart about this. All right, how long until 1 gram remains? So what is the p value? 80. What's the 1/2 value? What's the t value? We don't know. That's what we're solving for. What's the h value? 71. It's the same. What's the y value? 1. Okay. So I have 1 equals 80 times 1/2 to the question mark. What should I put instead of question? Well, t, I guess. T over 71. Just, yeah, you can solve for question mark. That's fine. All right. So should I do, 80 is times 1/2, and that's 40. No, that kills something. I need to update the dead baby animals. It's going to kill something. It's going to kill something bad. So it's a unicorn right now because I haven't made it yet. So what should I do first? I don't know. What animal's cute?
Elephant?
A little baby elephant.
Chinchillas.
I think
Baby chinchillas.
it would kill a baby chinchilla. I don't think so.
We have a sugar glider.
Yeah. All right, so what do I do first? I move the 80. So I've got 1 divided by 80 equals 1/2 to the t over 71. And I need to get to the t. So what do I do to get rid of that 1/2? I log base.
Log 0.5.
I log base 1/2 it.
What's 0.5?
So log base 1/2, log base 1/2. Yeah.
Looking up there and they're like all real like pictures. And I looked up the unicorn. I was like, why isn't there a real picture of
So log base 1/2 of a base of 1/2 is what happens? They're gone. So we get t over 71. And then what do? Take 71, multiply it to the other side. All right. So we type the 71 first. And then you new calculator folks are ready to go, but us old calculator folks are going to do log of 180 divided by log of 1/2. One of the things I like about the older calculators is it has everything on the screen. You don't have to like go left or right. It's just all there. Because you have a new calculator? That's how the old calculator people feel every day. They're always like, how do I type this in? I can't tell. My calculator doesn't do that. All right, did y'all get it? 448.857. What are the units? Days. How long until 1 gram remains? 448 grams. That's confusing.
I measure my days in degrees.
That's a 1, not an I. 1 gram will remain in 448.857 days. Whew.